It is well known that transport emissions contribute to air pollution in cities like Delhi, which in turn leads to larger issues like global warming. The seriousness of this issue, coupled with the uncertainty over crude oil, has resulted in a pressing need to turn to low-cost and clean fuel options. That's how the government of Kerala turned to e-mobility, which has zero emissions and is also low on noise pollution. A phase-wise transition of a fossil fuel-driven transport sector to CNG, LNG, electricity is the focus of this standpoint. This will not only reduce atmospheric pollution, it will also reduce consumers' operating costs. This will be particularly helpful to public transport operators considering petrol and diesel costs are increasing day by day. It is with this background that the Kerala state government decided to bring about the strengthening of the electric vehicle infrastructure in the state. By 2022, 1 million EVs are expected to be on the roads. The Kerala State Water Transport Department has successfully tested India's first solar boat. The boat was found to be completely noise-free and did not cause water pollution, thereby protecting our pristine lakes and rivers. We are therefore taking steps to incorporate solar energy in motor boats to improve our motor fleet. An e-mobility policy cannot be implemented in a state by the Transport Department alone. Indeed, various stakeholders do need to work together. Firstly, we need to ensure consistent availability of electricity, and that needs a good understanding and coordination with the Kerala State Electricity Board, which, by the way, is showing great interest. They have taken initial actions to install battery charging stations at prominent locations across Kerala. In the same vein, we need to ensure the availability of electric vehicles. Prominent OEMs have come forth to this sector earnestly. The most promising of them is the government undertaking Kerala Automobiles Limited, which is already marketing electric auto rickshaws, and the feedback has been most encouraging. Obviously, town planning is a crucial aspect in e-mobility, which requires cooperation from urban local bodies. Mobility needs to be a seamless experience. It's not about suddenly making all vehicles electric. Rather, much planning is needed to ensure a smooth transition. Realizing that town planning plays a key role, in 2019 the Kerala State Legislature passed the Kerala Metropolitan Transport Authority Act. This is the first act in India. When we came forward with creating this legislation and started thinking of how to bring this to fruition, the Select Committee searched for case studies which could be taken up for our research. However, there were no models in other states. And in a first for the Kerala State Legislative Assembly, the Select Committee did not rely on other states for this legislation. So instead, we got inputs from experts working in the field of urban mobility, traffic officials, private bus owners and owners, civil society, etc. Such consultations have helped in creating this legislation. I am explaining this because it is only through bringing together multiple stakeholders and proper planning that any policy can be rolled out in our state. Under the Metropolitan Transport Authority, we have initiated the process of forming city-level authorities. A model effort is being undertaken in Kochi. About 1,000 private city buses plying in Kochi and double that number of auto rickshaws are providing services in conjunction with the Kochi Metro Rail Limited. We have introduced a one-card system for users of these three systems, which means using one card, you can travel in an auto, a bus and the metro. The water metro system, which is being currently constructed, will also be part of the same one-card system. We are trying to make mobility a seamless experience for someone to travel from point A to point B. We will add GPS within the same system, and the user will be able to comfortably use the most convenient mode of transport using journey planner facilities that will throw up the available and best mobility options. In Alappuzha district, we are rolling out water taxi facilities called Sikutanad. We are linking water transport to the larger mobility fabric by considering each district, city, or even locality as a single unit, and taking the requisite steps to ensure seamless public transport. As technology improves, our strategy will get updated and we will incorporate new innovations. It is the industry forces which needs to actively come forth in this domain. As discussed earlier, Kerala Automobiles Limited has started manufacturing electric auto rickshaws. But there is also scope in battery pack assembly, battery management, electric motors, component manufacturing, power electronics, IT, R&D, etc. And such entities need to come together for the sustainable progress and growth of electric mobility in Kerala. A key step in this process is our visit to Japan with the Honorable Chief Minister. We discussed the possibility of jointly setting up electric battery units in Kerala, and the technology sharing of the same was also discussed. We have already signed an expression of interest, an investigation letter for taking this forward. We have also provided them an invitation letter, and they have expressed interest in the same. Once the detailed project reports are prepared, we will investigate whether or not their technology is apt for Kerala. In all Kerala cases, the Kerala government will take forward only those initiatives that are ideal for the state. We will not protect any particular business interest. Our plan is to develop the intellectual infrastructure to implement the EV policy, which is most suited to conditions in Kerala. That is why we did not sign an MOU in these initial stages. That's a very relevant aspect, and how to effectively equip our manpower to adapt to this technology overhaul is crucial to us. We have taken a stand to create diverse manpower in our state. We need to improve basic facilities as well as facilities for research. We have technical universities, premier engineering colleges, and globally acclaimed IT firms, and we will explore engagements with these institutes to modernize and skill our manpower, thereby boosting the job market. Higher education departments and universities are crucial stakeholder to be integrated, as this is where we shape experts in engineering, IT, etc. And hence, during our trip to Japan, we made agreements with international universities there for knowledge exchange as well as student exchange programs. This was basis discussions between our Principal Secretary, the Kerala Higher Education Department and their counterparts there, and we reached an agreement regarding the same. It is with a comprehensive perspective that we take forward e-mobility in the state. It is not a propaganda or a gimmick. Therefore, the government of Kerala is taking all steps to create legislative backing, select experts, coordinate, and so on to make this a reality. It is very important to ensure availability of energy. In general, Kerala is an electricity deficit state. But there are times when we don't use electricity. We don't produce electricity at non-peak hours. We need to structure battery charging according to peak demand times. By doing that, we can ensure electricity availability. The Kerala State Electricity Board is making good progress. The decades-long uncertainty over connectivity and drawing lines to get electricity from Kudankulam has been resolved, and we are now able to use the line to avail electricity from Kudankulam. As we strengthen our electricity infrastructure, including solar as well, we will encourage battery charging during non-peak hours and bring in a time-of-day mechanism. We can seamlessly take this forward, is our understanding. But there is another apprehension vis-a-vis current vehicle owners, especially auto rickshaw drivers or vehicle owners. We are not turning a blind eye to their anxiety, and we understand their concerns. Therefore, how can we incentivize their transition into electric vehicles in a phased manner will be earnestly explored by the government. This anxiety is temporary, and once this gets practical, it will be profitable for everyone. We realize a sudden transition would not be financially feasible, and the Kerala government is committed to providing support to them at this stage. The government is providing a one-time support in the form of electric mobility subsidies on purchase of electric auto rickshaws. This is only in the auto rickshaw sector, but other vehicle manufacturers and dealers, etc., will have similar concerns. So what can we do? That's why we need to engage with large-scale motor vehicle manufacturers. And they need to innovate their factories and manufacturing units to produce electric vehicles. The central government has taken a stand to promote e-mobility in the country. As part of that policy, the central government can intervene with the industry. For example, vehicle manufacturers need to be provided with attractive offers to convert their diesel, petrol vehicles to EVs. Such decisions are required to be taken keeping in mind global warming and subsequent climate change. And I am confident such issues will come up on the global stage, where such environmental concerns are discussed. When we came forward with creating this legislation and started thinking of how to bring this to fruition, the Select Committee searched for case studies which could be taken up for our research.